5. Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Ape Escape. I am joined once again by my good buddy, Valgo.
Hey everyone, this is Valgo, and thank you for joining us for our second recording session. Yay! And to mark this momentous occasion, we're in possibly, I would call it my favorite era. How about you?
I wanted to say the same thing. This is probably one of my favorite parts of the game, is the snow.
A lot of people can be critical about ice levels, specifically for platforming games, and I totally get it.
Yeah, because they all have to have the same slippery thing. And
yeah, the ice physics. But I will say this. This game not more than any other, but this is definitely one of the games that have some of the best ice levels.
Really good looking, too.
Yeah. And again, just time progressing. This is, the Ice Age. We saw a dinosaur frozen back there. How Spike is okay in a fucking t-shirt and shorts, don't ask me, but anime logic,
I always thought I'm not sure if I fall in this time, but when he falls into the ice, he goes like, ha ha ha. And I always thought he used to say hot. And then when I was younger, my sister was all like, it's because when something's so cold, it's hot. And I'm like, oh. But after looking back, I don't think he actually says hot. I think he just says ha ha ha.
Yeah. And again, do we see that damage later on?
I think you do, but I'm pretty sure I cut that out. No, because there's a period where I was recording this that I got lost.
Oh, wonderful.
No,
Okay.
It's not going to be in there, though.
Okay. But yeah, again, like I mentioned before, the different animation damages.
Yeah.
Or, damage animations.
New animation.
Exactly. Anyway. Oh, yes, the woolly mammoth. But yeah, what I was going to say is, what'll happen, and it's the same thing that happens when you hit lava, like, in the race before. There was a big lava pit. Spike will, burn up, and... Why is... I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted.
Wait, what were you going to say?
But you'll see, but, Spike gets all blue, and he'll make that weird sound effect. But no, if you look back there, the peak point light was a lot higher than it should have been.
Oh.
But
I feel like
I get easily distracted, so I'm sorry.
I feel like it was supposed to signify that there was a monkey in there.
This is an example of what I would consider not the best design, because that wind gust and those ramps.
I never understood it. What are the points of the ramps?
There is no point. It hints that you're supposed to use the speed hoop and use those ramps to get up that ledge.
But no such thing.
Yeah, it don't work like that. What do you think of this platform?
The spinning thing?
Yeah, I thought it was weird.
Yeah, I always thought it was one of those strange things that... you'd think there'd be more of, but there just really isn't. It's just kind of... That part's bad.
The reason... Good... I love that. The reason I ask is that those spinning blades, they do damage you if you touch them.
Yeah.
Even if... You can't land on top of them either, so don't try that. I did.
Try to be a badass and, glide them.
Yeah, but it doesn't work like that because the hitbox is all over the blade. See?
As you can see there.
You idiot! Why...
What?
Had I known that was going to happen, I would have waited to say that as you did it, but no.
Well...
He finds out the hard way too, folks. Not the best camera angle either, but you're supposed to take out the box first.
There is some minimal camera issues in this game. Although... With that said, there are moments when the camera does pan to show you... there are these, wheels in the game that you spin. I think you've seen them in some earlier parts. Mm-hmm. And I've noticed throughout playing this is that the camera will pan and show you what it's affecting. I think that's really cool.
Yeah. Just randomly placed monkey head. I'm not sure if there's anything of... Oh, no. That's where you started off.
Yeah, I actually didn't notice that until I started walking back. I'm like, why is there a monkey head there? I've never noticed that.
And again, they should have had the camera angle to, where you're facing it or something.
Yeah, that you like can barely notice it.
It is just a monument, though. You can't.
I was wandering around for a
one.
long time.
Nice editing there,
and
dude.
then I finally found out exactly where to go.
Yeah. However, you can make a bit of a shortcut up to, I think, where you're going right now.
Yeah, I actually did that in the footage, but I ended up circling all the way back around, so it didn't matter.
Okay. But yeah, back at the beginning of the level, there is mountain crevices you can reach.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It seems intentional, but I'm not sure if it is.
What I would suggest, so you can avoid doing that, well, no, never mind.
What were we gonna say?
I was gonna say that level had very little monkeys. The minimal you had to catch to pass it was 5, but there are only 6 monkeys in that level total. The only other one you need, I think you need the hover blades.
Really?
Possibly. There may be a pathway to get there. I'm not 100%, but it's above where the like really big gust of wind was.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think you're right. Because I was trying to figure out a way up there and I couldn't figure it out.
But what I was going to suggest is to, you know... Oh, and speak of the devil, here it is. High places.
I love how he says that. It's like, here's food. It nourishes you. Here's a stone.
Yeah.
Use it to dig.
It's like, he's the professor. He's the smartest man on the planet. But it's still rated E for everyone. And that includes 7-year-olds.
And they gotta simplify it for...
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
that's true.
Okay, contrary to what he's doing right now, like, not to bash your gameplay, but this is just, this gadget is a bit weird how it works. You get the most distance across gaps if you double jump and then hover. You get the most altitude if you're just running, spin the analog stick, and then fly.
You actually go higher?
You actually go higher while not jumping.
I knew that it propels you when you do it like straight from the ground. I guess I never even... That's interesting though.
It's a really good tip for the upcoming race because that is the gadget you will be using because...
You're right.
I had falsely said in the previous part that in the first race against Jake, you don't have gadgets, it's all... Speaking of no skill. I was
thinking of cutting that out, but I thought that was kind of funny.
That was pretty funny. It made my day. I had falsely said that in the first Jake race, it's all skill, no gadgets, because the water net is such a forgettable gadget. I didn't even acknowledge it.
That's true.
So you did have a gadget, and that was it. So. But again, I don't really count it as a gadget because it's just so forgettable. I did, however, also leave out that it is the water net and you need it to catch monkeys underwater unless you've, like, jumped out of the water and then used the net that way. But, you know, as there are hit boxes, there are also water boxes to switch from on-land gameplay to swimming gameplay.
And most likely you'll hit the water first.
Yep.
Hey, I forgot, did you ever, in 2, did you ever do the water net thing?
What's the water net thing?
When you play a spike, you could press a button and your net becomes like on-land water net. So you pretty much have a net cannon.
Really?
It's really fun. Like, I'm sure it's definitely probably to make your speed.
Well, okay, you bring up a good point and at a really good time because something I would have actually liked for this game is... like, even more replayability. And what I mean by that is, as Adam mentioned earlier, is that by the end of Ape Escape 2, and you finish it with, what's his name? I forget his name. You unlock Spike as a playable character to replay the game in its entirety as Spike.
Voiced by Dan Green.
Voiced by really?
Yeah, voiced by Dan Green.
Oh, that's... I did not know that. But what I would... And that was really cool.
Yeah, because...
I never really played through it because I was tired of that game at the time. But it was still a lot of fun.
Yeah, because it's like... I'll replay this game no matter what. But it's always nice when they add at least one difference.
Yeah. And I know, like... Galaxy. Oh, just playing as Luigi is just an excuse to play the game over again. I still did it. I don't know why.
So did I, and you're right. I kind of think that was kind of weird. I actually got all the stars again.
Well, Galaxy was a good game, and it deserved the hours. But what I was going to say, in a similar fashion to those two games, I would have loved it if they could have had it in this game, where you could at least even take on the time trials, either as Spike or Jake.
What do you? Oh, you can play. Oh,
play as Jake.
I think we should make $1 million, remake this game, and add that feature. I know what to do. I'll go
Billionaire, Adam. Millionaire is so last year.
I'm going to go to the future, look at the lottery numbers, and then you can plan the rest of it.
Yes. But yeah, and that could have also extended multiplayer capabilities.
Yeah, like I was saying before, you could make the race part 2 player. That would have been cool.
Ah, yeah.
Something that slipped
Spike and Jake racing just as they have been, but capturing monkeys. And it would work because I say just the time trials. Please don't use it. Please don't use. Thank you. I hate that freaking paddle boat. I'm sorry.
I got hit there, so that was pretty bad. But it's so pointless.
Yeah, those things are pretty easy to avoid. The jellyfish, but if you're on the paddle boat, they can't hit you. They can't hit you.
And that's the point. But you're never gonna need it.
It's just such a pain to control.
Yeah, and you'll see later on that there are some mandatory things like that. Yeah. Not a paddle boat; it's a tank, which is cooler. But
oh yeah, here's another pain in the butt monkey. In the previous level, we had another ape hiding in the igloos and coming out. Yeah, like that. And
but this is one of those douchebag green ones. Oh, I got lucky there.
Look at that rocket! That was awesome.
You kind of notice the explosion seemed to teleport with me. No,
did it?
It might have been his sparkles, like Spike's. Hooray, sparkles!
Oh yeah, yeah. He's yay! I won.
You did great.
Echo. Yeah.
That's how much we love this game. We have everything memorized.
Everything.
Oh yeah, and good news is that not in this video, but in the next video there are a few cutscenes, and they work.
Hooray!
No more having to redirect you if you really care.
Oh yes, the hot spring. See, this is cool.
Like this entire... this level's... I always thought it was really interesting, because when I first played through the game, and I found the hot spring area, I was so amazed.
I know, because it's just such a weird concept, but then the Aurora Borealis in the back, it's just, again, the aesthetics are gorgeous. I thought for sure you were going to go splat. But, yeah, no, this is my favorite of the 3 winter levels.
I kind of like the first one, for some reason.
I like it, but it's too small.
Well, that's true. But this level wasn't that big. It just got 2 areas.
You got so freaking lucky there. Okay, just a warning. That thing had a gun and a pack.
Yeah, and the packs are the rocket launchers you've been seeing.
And it's kind of tough to tell sometimes, unless you got a really big screen and you're playing this game. But you can tell an ape's expression. And if they have the angry eyes, don't take them lightly. Yeah,
and also pay attention to their pants color. Black and red are normally aggressive.
Incredibly. This I don't know why, but I love this concept too. Just using the stun club.
And then you just smash them over the wall.
Whee!
I like it, I think it's just kind of a time waster.
It is, yeah, definitely.
And I hate you hear that sound, that slipping sound?
I know! It's I always, for whatever reason, I always thought that was the bear.
Really?
Making that noise, but no. No, it's not.
It's just his... Yeah, and I went here to see what was going on, and I just found out it's there's nothing. It's just a cookie jar.
Yeah, and that is a bottomless cookie jar, by the way.
Yeah, yes, you've seen them, but we never brought it up. You see how I hit it and cook? It is infinite, like he was saying.
Yeah, they make a point in the manual for Ape Escape that is the infinite, or not infinite, the bottomless cookie jar.
They actually call it bottomless?
Yeah.
I like words that mean other things but sound better.
Exactly.
You could have called it infinite and it just would have sounded kind of weird.
Yeah, because kids don't know what infinite means. But yeah, and it also makes a point that you will usually find them in difficult areas.
Yeah.
This doesn't look hard. because it's really not. But the bear can attack you.
Yeah, he's
It's
just
just
slow.
yeah, it's really slow, and you can see it was about to swipe you there, but you got him.
Yeah, I didn't have too much trouble with this part. Ooh,
And okay, do we visit the fun room in this take?
the fun room?
The hot springs.
No, I get all the other monkeys.
Well, see, that's the thing. What the eras tend to do in, like, the last level of the era is that it somewhat weasels its way into the next era.
Wait, what, the arrows?
Eras. The time eras.
Oh, I get what you're
So, like, two things. One, I could argue that the hot spring is there because the apes are there, and they just made a hot spring during the Ice Age,
Yeah.
because that's still the era we're in. Or it is that, but also in a sense that the next upcoming era is the first to have, like, proper civilized. You don't really. There aren't any, like, NPC people. Good one.
No, this part was really bad.
Yay, editing!
I kept all my... Well, because, like, I don't...
Yeah, this is a really difficult bridge to cross. Pun
Because
unintended.
I'm not sure what they want you to do. Like, I knew I just should have used the Skyflyer, but I was trying. Because it failed.
How many times do you mess
No,
this
watch
up?
it, watch it. I'm
though?
preparing it. Check it out. I'm timing it. Boom. Oh. And if I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'm just gonna use the Skyflyer again.
Yeah, that's the easiest way.
And then I just-
you land and then you jump immediately.
And then I just did it, and it was easy.
It looks like another way you could do it is, instead of perfectly timing it, use the hoop, and then as soon as it's about to stop
Jump?
boosting you, you jump.
That's what I tried to do once, but it slipped under me.
Yeah. The perspective isn't the best either, because it didn't look like those spike balls hit you.
Yeah, and the problem is that I think if you're on a part of the bridge that starts falling, it kind of overrides your ability to jump. I'm pretty sure. That's why,
Yeah, like, the gravity of that
yeah,
ice, it takes you down with it.
yeah. That's why, like, I messed up the first sky flying part because I didn't jump fast enough. Well, that was the ice level. I'm a little sad now that it's over, but the great part about Ape Escape is that at some point you have to go back to get the rest of the monkeys.
Oh, yes, we'll be
Oh,
back.
wait, no, never mind. I forgot about this. There's another race. Does it
Gladiator attack.
Does it say that in the first race? Do you know?
It could be named something else, actually.
Yeah, because I feel like it's like one's like warrior attack or
Something like that.
pawn attack or something. I don't know. Like something less amazing than the gladiator. And for some reason, I remember being able to use the dash hoop here.
Nope.
Yeah, but you don't. Now, see, now I get what you were saying before about...
And see, that's what Jake is doing.
yeah.
It's just, it feels,
Yeah, and you go... And as far as I recall, it's also much faster.
yeah, you feel the lift when you do it.
Yeah.
And
it is true.
here's the takeover point.
Yeah, I found this race much easier because I felt like he moved way slower.
Well, yeah, actually. Well, two things. One, it's obvious that you gotta take things really slow, because this is a very difficult course. But yeah, I think the main thing is that ramp, the takeover point,
Is really big.
it's really big, and it's like right at the beginning of the race.
Yeah, although he does catch up. I was getting really afraid here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, and I just made it. It was exactly 59. Should've got a trophy for that.
Yep. But even though, even if it was a tie, Jake would still win.
Wait, do you have proof of that? Oh.
No,
I know what you're saying.
We will bring this up in hopefully a later playthrough, actually.
Well, what I was thinking is
I
that
would
we
like
should
to
do
do it.
bonus episodes of us playing the minigames.
That's
'Cause
not a bad idea. I'm
But
in.
anyway, that will conclude this part. End of Let's Play Part 4. Goodbye, and we will see you next time.
See you next time.